1015 FM KDAWN.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Going bell to bell with the best in professional wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's get to all the exciting pro wrestling action and bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
Good morning, Las Vegas. Happy Christmas Eve. Very excited to have you with us here on the Mark Hoke Show. Here on KDAWN 1015 FM, the talk of Las Vegas. It's going to be a great day today. Yes, it is. I'm Mark Hoke, along with the David Difference.
Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. Hello. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
You've just been adjusting for the last 10 minutes.
The microphone.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. I showed up late, man.
That is correct, sir. It's been fun.
It's always fun.
Nice hat.
Thanks. Where's yours? It's zero holiday spirit from you. I'm bringing in gifts. I got all kinds of stuff happening here. And you just walk in like it's a regular day.
Well, you know, the holiday spirit will hit me a little bit later. Trust me.
I got an email from HR. They said
HR?
They said my probation is one more week. So next week I might get back to roasting. But today, I'm going to try to be nice, man. We got a special guest, too.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot happening on the show today. Of course, it is the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. We are very excited to have a fantastic show lined up for you. And, of course, it couldn't be a Christmas show without Christmas carols and singing and carrying on.
Carol Burnett. What'd you say? Christmas carols.
Just get Ricky Tenacious on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Tenacious.
Rocking around the radio show with David and Mark Hoke. And now we got Ricky Tenacious here, the Songbird of professional wrestling, and now reoccurring and rather most popular special guest on the Mark Hoke Show. Let's be honest here. You know, the viewership, the ratings have just skyrocketed through the roof. You know, people were struggling to get out of bed this early Christmas Eve morning, and then they heard my voice, and they said, oh, Santa has answered my wishes, you know. So I'm sure plenty of people have a Ricky Tenacious plushie doll on their wish list for presents this year, you know, and of course Ricky Tenacious Christmas Carol, obviously on the list of Mark Hoke, who asked me to be here, you know. So
this is his gift.
He's, you know, getting with it. But I'm really excited to be here. I'm very thankful to be on a great wrestling radio show. Christmas Eve 2023. You know, last night I was like, wow, like this is how I'm going to spend my Christmas Eve. At least start my Christmas Eve. I'm not sure how I'm going to end my Christmas Eve, but we'll get to that when I get to that, all right?
I'm guessing not sober.
You know, the songbird sings, and, you know, every bird has a bird feeder they got to drink from every now and then. So, you know, we'll see about what kind of eggnog, you know, gets served up later on.
Sorry about that. I had to mute. No, you're still on, but...
No, it's all good.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
We're all good.
You're in there. Speaking of drinking, a Ripple Man, call in on the break. Merry Christmas. Want to wish you a Merry Christmas. That's my guy.
Oh, man. Boy, we got a loaded show today. Speaking of drinking. Yeah, I should have brought something in. But, you know what we could be drinking later on the show?
The Kool-Aid.
No. Pickle juice. Pickle juice. That's right.
Okay, what? So hold on. What did I miss since the last time I was here that we're this excited about pickle juice?
Well, tell them about it.
Because, of course, not only will we be going through all the happenings in pro wrestling, but my jar of MJF pickles arrived, and it is here in the KDAWN studios. So later on in the show, we're going to put MJF's money where his mouth is, and we will be trying some of the MJF bread and butter pickles. The pickle chips.
Yep. There it is.
The cornerstone of any delicious Christmas Eve breakfast.
Yeah. So we've got some MJF pickles.
I'm excited about that. Shout out to the Bionic Scoop, man. Hey. He's
Yeah.
watching on YouTube.
Scoop!
So Scoop is here.
There it is.
Scoop's the best.
Try not
we
to
love Scoop.
Try not to spit in that microphone, Ricky.
Hey, do what you do, man. It's Christmas Eve. Stop with all the
I'm the
rules, man. Show up
Songbird,
on
okay?
time. Don't spit in the microphone. Come on, Mark.
I know. Jeez, just
I brought you a gift,
small
man.
parameters.
I brought you a gift, man.
Yeah.
We're going to
Or a
unveil
shot of
that
pickle
later.
juice.
Just let everything go. It's Christmas Eve, man. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I just want to thank you guys for coming out on Saturday. We was out there with Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth. You guys showed up, and we handed out gifts and toys to the kids there. And I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Elle that showed up. I want to thank Ann that showed up. Mondo Rocks came out, and Rocky T, man. The big
Elena,
man.
L. Olson Designs.
Yeah, that's what I said, Elle. Okay, Elle also
Sorry,
designed.
it's kind of hard to hear it with my headphones on. My bad. But yeah, we had a lot of really great people there. Awesome crew. Headlocks and hearts. Showing up, showing out, spreading the Christmas joy.
Yeah, people getting involved, man. So that was magical. We've done some magical things. And real quick, about Christmas is like, and why we're doing this or why we did this is like, imagine, you said you had good Christmases. I had good Christmases. But imagine waking up and just not having anything, and all the kids talking about what they're getting and what they're doing. So, like, the more magic we can spread, the more beautiful it gets, man. So we just ask you to get involved. Headlocksandhearts.org. Let's give back.
There you go.
Yay.
Awesome time. So, yeah, a lot of great stuff going on. And, we're going to dive into some pro wrestling. We've got a lot of crazy stuff happening in both major organizations. Plus, don't forget, of course, coming up in a couple of weeks, guys, Hard to Kill and Snake Eyes TNA. The new banners are going to get rolled out at the Palms. So don't forget to get your tickets for that. And, boy, that's going to be an awesome weekend. I don't know what I'm more psyched for, the pay-per-view or the TV tapings. Man, Okada's going to be there. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that. And Will Ospreay taking on Josh Alexander that day too. I mean, wow, it's going to be fun. So,
yeah, stacked card, man. I've never been to a live TNA event, or Impact. So,
well, who said you were going?
Oh, I'm already in there.
Yeah.
Without you, with or without you, Mark.
It's all good.
Hey, what's your problem today?
I'm just
Did
having
HR
fun.
tell you like we got to reverse roles? Now you got to roast me?
No, I'm just having fun, but it's going to be a great time.
All right, don't turn into a Scrooge, Mark.
Yeah,
we don't need a Scrooge here. That's my job. All right.
But it's going to be awesome. So once again, if you haven't got your tickets yet, would highly recommend you do so. And I bet those would make terrific Christmas presents. Wouldn't they? Could you imagine waking up and seeing those hanging out of your stocking?
That would be a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
Man.
So go buy your tickets to TNA Hard to Kill and Snake Eyes right now. Do it.
Let's give away some tickets. Caller number 4.
What? No, slow down there, buddy.
What up?
We don't need tickets to give away at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Don't start that.
All right.
Jeez.
All right. We just getting them wet, getting them primed.
Oh, my God. David Difference, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Good work.
Shout out to Don Purcell. He's in the shower right now listening to us on 101.5 KDAWN FM, Las Vegas, talk of Las Vegas. Shout out to Don. Make sure you get all the crevices, man.
Or everybody listening on the Odyssey app worldwide. Or, of course, catching us on the live streams. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and put us back on X today just for fun. Doing a little test on that. So you can, I think the tweets go right to us in the chat box. So, say hi. We would certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, tap in. We're going to get, any comments I'll put up on the screen, and we'll interact with you. So just don't say nothing too wild. Or do, whatever.
Yeah, whatever
do your thing, man.
Whatever you got.
It's Christmas Eve. No rules here.
Now, there are a few, but
yeah.
per the FCC. But as somebody spoiled one of our shows on Friday. That was kind of fun. But anyway, let's break down some of the fun stuff going on. Hey, one of our buddies from Las Vegas got into the action here. Actually, 2 of them on SmackDown.
Oh.
2 of our friends.
Do tell.
Yeah. Well, one was, of course, LA Knight. I know our good buddy Sean Ricker is now in a 3-way match, fellas, We thought it was going to be Randy Orton taking on the big bad Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, but now apparently Nick Aldis, boy, he's turning into a little Scrooge, isn't he?
Well, maybe he's Santa.
So I don't know about that, but he has now made that a 3-way match, fellas, to take the winner on January 5th is going to be taking on Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship of the Royal Rumble. Was this a good idea? Because I'm not so sure. Do you like the 3-way match, or should they just left it to be Randy? What do you think, Dave?
I'm not a huge fan of 3-ways, but what was the circumstance?
That's not what I heard. Anyway, sorry.
Walked into that one.
Yeah.
You did.
What was the circumstance that LA Knight got thrown in there?
Nick Aldis was just kind of mad at Randy and said, "Here you go, buddy."
And that was it. There was no LA Knight wasn't pushing for it.
They just all kind of got all mad at each other, and Nick Aldis was kind of jabbing at Randy Orton. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. I think it'll be a good match. I mean, it adds another layer to it. People are still popping for LA Knight, and good to see Orton back. So I think it'll be a good match. Anything with Roman Reigns in it is a classic.
Randy Orton and LA Knight. I mean, that sounds like sugar, spice, and everything nice. Like that sounds like a perfect combination for a great match. Royal Rumble, I hear voices in my head, and then do 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 do. There's just so many good entrance.
I know we only get one of them though. See, that's what sucks about it though, is we're only going to get one of them at the Rumble.
We only get one entrance.
Well, yeah, because they're wrestling on January 5th, and then it's a 3-way, and then the winner goes to the Rumble.
Oh,
so yeah,
so you didn't explain.
Yeah, so
that was a weird context.
Yeah.
Well, I said January 5th. The Rumble's at the end of January. So
you said the
winner
Rumble.
goes to the Rumble.
Yeah,
so
run it back.
Yeah, so now they end up double losers. They can have double losers.
Oh, so it's going to be either one of them. Is this what you're saying? Can we get some clarification?
I did. I thought I made that pretty clear. You guys are drinking eggnog in there, and it's okay.
So either one, LA Knight or Orton. Okay.
LA Knight, Orton, or AJ Styles. It's a 3-way match to face Roman Reigns.
Now it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you've cleared it up. Good job.
Glad you
You're
guys
just
were
now
listening.
mentioning AJ Styles, by the way.
AJ,
You're just now you left him completely
AJ
out
came
of the combination till now.
Looking jacked up, by the way. If you didn't see AJ on SmackDown, he looked pretty good.
Absolutely freaking beefed, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not happy about it because I think that because what's going to happen now is they're going to face off. Two of them are going to lose, and then they're probably going to both lose. Those guys are going to lose again at the Rumble. They're double losers.
Nah, I think Orton's going to win, and then you got LA Knight and AJ going to go to Rumble and face off.
They're going to lose
each other.
They're probably going to. You think they're going to put them in a match, and then they're going to triple lose.
Well, what's
there's going to be a triple loser out of that.
Somebody got to lose,
and you lose and lose and lose. That's not nice.
Oh, Mark, you're used to it by now.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
You understand that feeling, huh? Yeah. So, okay, now that I understand the context.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see what happens. It's just another match. You never know what they can throw any stipulation they want when they want.
That's true, but I don't know. I think you should just leave Randy alone. But
because it may turn it into a 4-way match. Some craziness happens.
There's always craziness, but Nick Aldis is Nick Aldis is Nick had a meeting with Roman too, which was really interesting. And I'm almost wondering if Nick Aldis is going to get in the ring. Because Nick sat down with Roman, and Roman told him, well, when Adam Pearce was here, Adam was just kind of the middleman, and Nick was like, well, that's not the way I do things.
Yeah.
And of course, if you don't remember Nick Aldis, for those of you maybe that weren't familiar with his work, he was a longtime champion of the NWA. And, pretty well established dude. I think Nick Aldis is going to get in the ring, guys.
Yeah, I think he has to.
I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, when he first popped up, I was like, yeah, it's going to take a while to introduce him to the WWE crowd, and but definitely his ring days ain't over.
I don't think so either. Ricky, you've seen Nick, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. I think anybody who's anybody in wrestling knows who Nick Aldis is.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, this could be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I think Nick enters the Royal Rumble.
Okay, well, if Nick Aldis is in the Rumble, then Adam Pearce has to be in the Rumble too. That's going to be the face-off we all want to see.
Oh, I would love that.
You know,
that'd be dope.
That would be fun.
They should both come out in suits, though, like it's a surprise thing, you know. And then they face off, and then they just have to kind of struggle to, like, you know, how people are like getting revved up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you want to go, buddy?" And then you start seeing them, like, you know, undoing their wrist cuffs and their collar and all of that. You know, it's just a really long exaggeration of that, is what I'd imagine it to be.
Like a bra and panties match.
I wouldn't put that vision in the viewers' heads. You know, I was going more so just, you know, trying to take off the blazer. Okay, you know, you want to look cool, but then you realize, man, this is kind of a struggle and kind of awkward to do right now, so I'm just going to keep it on and fight.
Ricky, what song would those two come out to? Give me a song.
Man, being put on the spot. All right, let's see.
Give me a good choice here. What do we got? Maybe something from Risky Business, like maybe old time rock and roll, or
Tutti Frutti.
Not Tutti Frutti.
Throw back to Mean Gene.
A wop bop a loo bop a lump bum bum.
Skiddly bop.
I like when he starts to try to outshine you and thinking he could sing and come up with stuff. A wop bop a loo bop. Come on, Ricky, give him something.
Oh, you want me to sing a song? Okay, gotcha. I thought you wanted me to like name a song or something like that. It's too early right now. I'm thinking about Christmas presents, eggnog, and Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis stripping down. Okay.
Hey, I didn't. Listen, you said it. I didn't. All right, you said it.
We got to get on the same page here.
Oh my God! Well, before we break, I'll give you one more too. Our other friend here from Las Vegas, Karrion Kross.
That's my guy.
Had a little vignette, and looks like he's going to be teaming up with the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, and Paul Ellering.
I don't know about Paul. Didn't see Paul, but we did see
him.
We did see the Authors of Pain, though.
Did they come out?
They did a vignette.
Yeah, and in the middle was Paul. Wasn't that Paul? The bald head dude. You don't know. Yeah, Paul Ellering was in the middle.
Well, so we're getting,
okay, whatever.
So we're getting the AOP with Karrion Kross. What do you guys think of that?
What do they call the reset or something? That's kind of dope. I mean, I want to see him get his moments because he is dope, man. And I read all the comments when he posts stuff or people post stuff, trying to get the feed for what people are seeing or not seeing in Karrion Kross. But he is a monster, man. He is a monster. Creative talent, like just an overall beast.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, please, Santa.
Ricky, why don't you team with Kross, man?
Oh, well, I mean, I think, you know, that sounds like a great idea, but I wouldn't talk about it any more than you have. You know, you're going to spoil the Christmas surprise.
Oh.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, you know. But don't forget about that Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce match, you know. They're going to come out, and the theme of that match is going to be every girl is crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
There it is.
Right? Because they're both, like, sharp-dressed.
There it is.
He's winding up, man. He's winding up. You just got to give him a minute.
Well, I mean, it's more so like, you know, you tell me to do a song, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do that because you're telling me to do it. It's Mark Hoke. Yeah. If David Difference asked me to do it, I would do it. Because, what a difference that Dave makes. Yay. But Mark Hoke, more like Mark Nope. You know, I'll do it on my own time, though. I'll do it on my own time, brother.
I'm with it, man.
You know?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep bringing people in that can roast you because I'm not allowed to roast you anymore. I'm going to bring in people that'll roast you because we can't outlaw the guests, man.
I'm going to let Ricky get to the coffee machine on the break.
I think we all need a coffee machine.
Yeah, pickles, I hope we have a coffee machine.
Pickles, we got pickles, coffee. Ripple Man, I know you're listening, man. It's Christmas Eve. We need you to call in. Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, my God.
We'll be back.
It's Christmas Eve, everybody, here on the Mark Hoke Show. Ricky Tenacious joined us. David Difference, I'm Mark Hoke. Guys, we'll see you on the other side of the break. We got a whole lot of fun stuff. Pro wrestling coming at you.
1015 FM KDAWN.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN, 1015 FM. It is the talk of Las Vegas. David Difference.
Yes, sir.
And he's sexy and he knows it. Ricky Tenacious.
There
The
he is.
Songbird.
Songbird. I saw the graphic for today's show, and I kind of manifested it. I always said it was going to happen. Every year for Christmas in school, they would have us write to Santa what we want for Christmas. And what I always wrote every year was I want to be on a flyer with MJF one day.
Oh, wow.
And now here I am.
You did it.
Right below the MJF pickle jar.
Yeah.
I love pickles.
Yeah, it's a pickle party today, man. Pickle party. Speaking of pickle parties, ladies, I'm having a pickle party at the Dave Cave tonight. Christmas Eve.
Oh, my God.
Pickle Rick will be there.
Yeah, Pickle Rick. Yeah.
Who the heck is Pickle Rick?
Come on, man. Get with the times, man.
Oh, no, Mark. Don't sound uncultured. You're going to make Rick and Morty fans mad.
Yeah. Mark's still watching the Flintstones.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I'm saying you don't know who Rick and Morty is.
Yeah.
Well, I know who Rick and Morty are. I just don't watch it. Sorry.
Well, you better yabba dabba do watch it.
Yeah, the password for tonight's party is Pickle Dave. Pickle Dave when you show up to the door. Thank you.
Actually, I heard it was Sweet Gherkin.
Baby Gherkin. Baby Gherkin Dave.
Yeah.
Bread
okay.
and butter provided.
Nice.
All right. We're deviating. This is the best in pro wrestling.
I'm going to get a
News
text
and
from somebody like,
entertainment.
oh, really? What are you doing tonight?
Oh, dear
I know.
God, we have lost our minds. Anyway, back to the pro wrestling stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, we were talking a little bit about the Royal Rumble.
Get the marbles out your mouth, Mark.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about the pickles.
My pickle party?
No, not your pickle party. We've got a pickle party. For those that don't know, MJF has pickles, and we're going to be trying them later in the show.
Is there a way we can have a counter or or something like that to count how many times you said pickles this broadcast?
In the post edit, we'll do a pickle counter.
We'll do
All
it.
right.
Sure.
Got to give the people what they want.
That's what she said. And tell me this. Maybe we'll eat the whole jar, see who can eat the most pickles.
No, we're not eating the whole jar.
Why
That
not?
thing was too expensive. I'm not giving you guys all my pickle chips.
It'll make for good content. Trust me.
No, I won't.
Pickle chips. What are you going to do with them?
Put them on sandwiches and stuff?
Yeah, relax.
Anyway. So, read a story today
Yeah.
that the plans for the Royal Rumble have been set for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Still planning on going with Cody Rhodes. That is the rumored plan that Cody is still supposed to win the Royal Rumble.
Right.
All right. So I went to check out my buddies at betonline.ag.
Okay.
All right. So that's where you can go to bet on wrestling. And if you go to markhokeshow.com and you click on the banner that we've got there
Okay.
and sign up and use the code that's on our website, it helps us out a little bit, and you can go bet on wrestling.
18 and up.
So
Yeah,
it's
or
pretty
no?
cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull those odds here real quick, because for some reason it managed to disappear on me. But CM Punk has moved up as their betting favorite, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Well, you said that it had been planned for a couple months. CM Punk's been back for a month, so I mean things change quickly.
They have the reports have said out of the people on the inside have said that despite the return of CM Punk, that they have not changed those plans. But this is the really interesting part. If you bear with me for 1 second.
And I do want to say this while you gather your information. CM Punk looks a whole lot healthier being in WWE. I don't know if it's the lighting or, I mean, I did notice he got this young glow about him. Have you noticed that?
A young glow.
Have you noticed, like in AEW, he looked like, he was kind of going through it a little bit. But yeah, he got a glow to him.
By the way, they also
His skin looks good.
chance to make a little money here. By the way, they also have a futures up there. CM Punk to be fired, quit WWE before the end of 2024. They have no minus 200 yes, plus 150 if you want to bet on that.
I think he's going to be there as long as he wants to be there.
That's kind of funny.
It's not funny. It's hate.
Just to give you a little giggle on that one. Bear with me one.
Look, this guy. I come in this morning. He's like, "I've been planning the show." This guy taking 20 minutes to pull up a link to something you want to talk about.
I lost the window. I apologize.
Happy
there
planning, brother.
Okay, here it is. So CM Punk is the betting favorite, and these are all pluses. So nobody is a negative. Is a true favorite. CM Punk plus 150. The second betting favorite is Gunther
to win the Rumble.
To win the Rumble. Plus 300. Then it's Cody at plus 400. LA Knight plus 500. Randy Orton plus 600. And then we're starting to get into some big ones. Drew McIntyre plus 1,000. Jey Uso plus 1,000. The Rock plus 1,000. Sami Zayn plus 1,400. Kevin Owens plus 2,000. Then Austin Theory's in the top 10. Jeez, 2,500. Brock Lesnar, 2,500. Dominic Mysterio plus. I mean, some of these are just ridiculous. You want to hear how bad some of these are? MJF, who, by the way, is technically a free agent at the end of the year, supposedly, is also on this list at plus 2,500. Same betting odds as Solo Sikoa, Dominic Mysterio, Brock Lesnar.
That is crazy. If MJF ever popped up, that would be the especially now, that would be the craziest roster in WWE history.
Could you imagine if he would lose the title here at World's End coming up and showed up at the Rumble?
That would be crazy. I'm telling you, it would be game over for AEW.
Dear God.
Game over. Tell Ricky Tenacious, owner of Big Valley Wrestling, how would you book the Rumble for the winner?
The book is in the Songbird's hand. Well, I mean, right up the top, we got to start with I don't know. We'll go with Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis.
just the final.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, how long do you got? You know, because I got a few Broadway numbers to put in this thing.
Oklahoma with
I've heard some pretty cool predictions and kind of fantasy booking. I think I want to say it was Sam Roberts who mentioned this one. This isn't necessarily with the Rumble, but you mentioned Gunther being a top contender. I don't know if he'll win the Rumble because he's got that IC title for so long, but there could be a huge swerve and fast forward if we get to SummerSlam and somehow some way Roman Reigns is still the champion and Gunther is still the champion, they would both be the longest reigning champions for both those titles. So what if we had Roman Reigns versus Gunther at one point for both titles? For ultimate supremacy of those title reigns. That could be wild. But if we're talking about WrestleMania, the Rumble, who could win that? I think that CM Punk's gonna win it. I personally think he's gonna win it because we still have Elimination Chamber. Because the Royal Rumble, it's not just that whoever wins it can do the heavyweight title or they could do the Universal title. So I could imagine CM Punk winning it. That sets up him and Rollins. I think everyone really wants to see that match. I know I want to see that match really bad. And then Elimination Chamber could be the opening for Cody to win. But I could also switch too. Cody could win the Rumble and CM Punk could win an Elimination Chamber match. Or WWE just totally swerves everybody, and pulls out something, we could never expect, like MJF showing up at number 30
and wins it,
and then the wrestling world just implodes from that point on, because and then Mark Hoke has he's just hooting and hollering on his show the next day.
Yeah, I think what would be crazy, because you got so many contenders in the mix here. What if they did a 4-way elimination, 4 people over the top? Never had that. Then move them over to what's the next one? Elimination Chamber, and threw in some kind of mix in there. What if there was? Because there's so many people that could win, and the story could be pretty amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, or we could have a little callback to 2014. I think it was CM Punk's in the ring, and then Kane shows up, and then he comes out, pulls CM Punk out, and then choke slams him through the through the commentary table. And we kind of just see how CM Punk rewrites that story,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, we still got Damian Priest flying around with that case too.
Oh yeah, true that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very interesting WrestleMania season, as opposed to last year where I think everybody just kind of knew what was going down.
Yeah.
This time around, I mean, there are so many possibilities, and I mean, we still forgot about you got Jey Uso flying around too.
Oh,
You know,
Main event Jey Uso.
there's a possibility that I don't know if Cody's necessarily lost his momentum, but at the same time, could you live with Cody waiting for Cody for another year? I think you could.
Nah. Well, I mean, I think we could, but yeah, I think the focus obviously went to Punk, right? And especially now because he's popping up, here and there, not every show. Like, he's the big thing. I don't know. I mean, people still love Cody. His merch is still flying off the shelves. I think they want to see it this year. I mean, I don't know. People would be definitely frustrated. We got to go through another year. But we used to see that all the time with Roman Reigns. It's like, again, and then eventually we got the bloodline.
I mean, could you see a possibility of Roman losing the title lose the title at the Rumble? That something would happen before that too. I mean, I don't know. There just seems like there would be, with so many guys at the top right now, there seems like you could really do something more unexpected that I think would blow everybody away at WrestleMania 40. That would be different, Yeah,
I think so. I mean, also calling into consideration, if you look at the merger and everything, like, I'm sure there's some people on there that are down to shake some things up. I mean, especially you look at just even Punk coming back, I'm sure they were like, bring them. Like, we'll make it work. And I think that we can see some interesting things. Hopefully, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about wrestling is like the surprises that like audibles. Like, if you look at it from a sports angle, people get knocked out all the time. When Mike Tyson got knocked out, it was like, what? Wrestling, same, you knock off Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, you're not expecting that. Where do you go from here? Then, you just add more attention to the storyline. I think that's dope, but a lot of times they don't pull that trigger on that because they got set plans of we're going to do this.
Yeah, with WrestleMania 40 being such a special time coming up, I think maybe you pull an audible and do something a little bit, out of the box and go a little crazy on this one with so many top people up there that you could really do something innovative and, maybe put together a good 4-way match for that title that would just blow people out of the water. And there's one other guy that's still kind of looming around, and I know he's probably a little bit busy, but
Dexter Loomis? Oh, you said looming around.
Oh, well, he is looming, but no, I'm more talking about our good friend, The Rock.
Is he?
He's still out there.
I think he's back to Hollywood, man.
Well, I think he is too, but you never know. Maybe he cleared the schedule.
I mean, that would be dope. Like, then again, you just have another layer that's crazy. Like, I would pop like I was that 6-year-old boy again. You give me all that goodness.
And he's on this list. They got him at a plus 100.
Yeah, but they got everybody on that list. I bet you Rick and Morty's on that list.
Put him in the ring with Jimmy J, The Rock, and Roman in a 4-way match.
And then MJF comes out. It'd be like wrestling's over, man.
Hey, don't forget about the rumblings about Stone Cold, too. I mean, Stone Cold, he came back. He had a phenomenal match with Kevin Owens.
Did you say phenomenal?
I sure did, because they're both phenomenal talents. And I know phenomenal AJ Styles, it's Christmas Eve. My vocabulary is kind of limited. I'm thinking about pickles and eggnog because of you guys. But hey, you want to talk about The Rock showing up? Like, imagine if The Rock showed up and then immediately after that Stone Cold shows up.
It would be a moment.
Rock and Stone Cold in the ring in 2024. Facing off, having that big moment. Who knows what happens after that? Maybe Mark Hoke is going crazy in the front row because he got his press pass. Then he throws his pickle juice in the ring or something like that. He starts slipping around. Mark Hoke ruins the Royal Rumble.
That'd be beautiful. Now he's booking. Now he's booking a show.
And then MJF comes out after people have slipped, high fives Mark Hoke, gives him the point, like, hey, I remember you from the media scrum, and then boom, they cheers with 2 pickles.
And then MJF lifts up Mark on his shoulders and parades around the arena.
Yeah, and then David Difference is just there. You just see him with the phone. Filming
I know that guy.
Yeah. And then David's just there like, oh, MJF. Can you look at the camera and say, get involved really quick? Can you say, get involved really quick?
Ricky's out there singing, we are the champions.
And then Bob Backlund comes out.
Okay, now we're getting crazy. Now we're getting.
Oh, this is just too.
We went from realistic to crazy.
Let's go to a break with that one. Oh my God, Christmas Eve here on the Mark Hoke Show, everybody. We've lost our minds, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. We're having a great time. Thanks for tuning in here. We do appreciate it. The best in pro wrestling news and entertainment on occasion. Ricky Tenacious joined us. David Difference. I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. Believe it or not, we've still got an hour plus this. We'll be right back.
Pickle party.
101.5 FM, KDAWN.
You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
It's official. David Difference has lost his mind.
Yeah, it's been official. When I came out the placenta, man.
What?
That's what the doctor said.
What?
He gone.
He gone.
Yeah. He gone.
I don't know what to do anymore. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Oh, it is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
KDAWN. The best in pro wrestling news and entertainment, but you wouldn't know it from what we're talking about. David Difference, guest Ricky Tenacious, who I'm sure is just thrilled that he got up this morning to join us on Christmas Eve. Aren't you, Ricky?
Yep, because, it's Ricky and Mark Hoke and David, the Difference. KDAWN 101.5 on Christmas. Oh, that kind of rhymed.
Okay.
Yes, we're cooking now, brother. We're cooking now.
Keep it going, man. Verse
fried
2.
Pickles.
Oh, yeah, pickle party coming up.
Hashtag pickle party.
By the way, Gary Johnson, our friend Ripple Man.
Yes, sir.
In the chat box said, what up? So you better go back to Planet X while he still can.
What is Planet X? Oh.
Dave, last week, Dave, you said you were an alien. Is that near where you're from?
Planet X? No, that's on the other side of the solar system.
Okay.
But I got some people over there.
Okay. Good to know.
A couple of my ex-wives on Planet X.
Why does that not surprise me at all? Oh, God. Jeez. Anyway, back to some wrestling stuff. The Continental Classic. Hey, we're in AEW, because you see we're kind of starting to get into some other stuff. We are down to the finals in each of those pools, guys. It's kind of getting exciting as we're getting ready to head into World's End, which we got to go see on Saturday. We got to get everybody together. We should go to one of those showings in the theaters.
I am very much down, as long as I can just sit next to, as long as David Difference is between me and Mark Hoke.
There it is. Unity.
I'm there.
Unity.
I'm
so
there.
You guys don't beef.
Why would you want to sit next to him?
No, he wouldn't want to
because it's not sitting next to you.
Okay, fair.
I mean, it's as simple as that, brother. You know.
Okay.
I don't want to have to smell all the pickle juice all over you. You know?
Pickle man, pickle Mark. Hey, are they playing it at theaters out here?
They usually are. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, let's do that, man. I definitely want to see some of that AEW stuff.
That sounds fun.
Is that good?
So the Blue League, we will be having a championship match on that side as Bryan Danielson got a draw with Claudio Castagnoli. He ends up with 10 points. Eddie Kingston gets a win, and he will end up tied with Andrade, but he beat Andrade, so it'll be Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston on Dynamite. They will play or face off for the Blue League Division Championship. The Gold League Championship will be a three-way between Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland, and Jay White, as White beat Moxley. Swerve beat Roosh. We managed to dodge that 5-way in the Blue League. That would have been hard to film. So, Danielson and Kingston. Who gets out of that one, boys? Who you liking?
I think Danielson.
You think?
Yeah.
Eddie's got that Ring of Honor title. He wants it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like really tough. I mean, I saw that match and like it excites me because I know Danielson and Kingston go like way back in the Indies. Like I mean, a lot of these guys, a lot of these top tier performers here in the Continental Classics, like they, a lot of them all came up together. So I think they're all having a grand old time beating the piss out of each other, beating the piss and pickles out of each other. I do want to say really quick though that I really enjoyed the Continental Classic. I mean, I've enjoyed AEW in general, but like these round robin matches, man, like some awesome wrestling.
Yeah.
Like if you've been able to tune in every week to these Continental Classic matches, like man, like terrific matches, like especially Swerve Strickland.
Oh.
Like, man, he's so awesome. He's definitely going to be, I really believe he's going to become AEW champion at some point in 2024 because Swerve is, he swerves when he drives, bro. He's Prince Nana with the dance and come out with all these matches and his charisma. And that little promo segment Swerve had with your boy MJF, Mark Hoke.
Yeah, he's getting. That's why I don't think he's going to win this thing.
Don't think Swerve is?
I don't think Swerve's going to win this classic because I think he's going to be saving it up to win the world title.
Oh.
I think he's going to get screwed out of this thing and just make him even more bitter and nasty.
I don't know, man. You can't forget about Jay White, leader of Bullet Club Gold.
I think Jay White is going to win this whole thing.
What?
I think Jay White wins this.
Is this like your foreshadowing that you're the new member of Bullet Club Gold?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or is it going to be, once you get introduced and you become canon in well, you already are canon in AEW world, but are you gonna show up, be like the new talking piece, and now it's Bullet Club Pickle?
Bang bang, or pickle.
Mick Foley?
Pickle.
Pickle.
I don't know. Pickle Mark, huh?
That's my call. I'm taking Jay White to win the whole thing.
All right. I'm going to go with Swerve on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
I just say I think that because, again, they probably still got plans for MJF, that if his contract is, up for renewal, we're going to keep that belt on him a little longer, and then Swerve can get him down the line.
Yeah.
We still got build to go.
So there you go.
What's that music? Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's the end of the hour already.
Do you want your gift now, or let's get the pickles out?
And we'll get the pickles out. It's coming.
He always says it for the last 5 minutes when, let's go. People want the pickles.
Pickle Juice Robinson.
Nice. All right, guys, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we got a whole lot more on the Mark Hoke Show on our special Christmas Eve edition. Ricky Tenacious sitting in, David Difference. I'm Mark Hoke. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show, all those social media outlets, YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe and all that. We'll be back for hour number 2 right after this.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.